G'day everyone, Brian from Prime Cuts Lawn Care here. It's about 10 to 7 on Wednesday the 10th. We had a big cold front come through yesterday. Rain, hail, big temperature drop. At one point the weather was about, I think it was 7 or 8 degrees and felt like about just under 2 degrees. So it was chilly, no work done. You can see the back of the trailer. It's very damp and we've got a fog going. Not a pea super, but thick enough. You see all the plants, all the moisture still on them. The vehicle still very dewy. Just walk down the driveway. You can see, I'll just walk up in front of my house. And see the fog there. I'll just walk out to the street. But it was well, it said 1 degrees, but there was a slight frost when I got up at about 5:45 this morning on the windscreen. But since the fog's come in, it's gone all damp. So, looking down the street, very foggy down towards the river. And then we all know this property. And then looking up the street, very foggy. So we'll just wait for it to lift. That might be a little bit later, just to get hopefully the wet out of everything, and I'll see if I can get you some footage over the course of the day. So it's 10 o'clock everyone. Had to wait a few hours. See the back of the trailer in the sun has dried out. So we'll just walk down just to give you a bit of comparison. See there on the right, you can excuse me, you can still see the moisture in the shrubs, so it's still very damp from yesterday, but not a cloud in the sky now. Beautiful day, so looking good. So I'll just get in the vehicle and I'll have a little chat. So we're just heading off on a little trip. I'll turn the camera around and you can have a bit of a look. So just starting up the vehicle. Heading out the driveway and pretty much across the road. Yep, so I told you it was a little trip. I'll just open the gates. So I'm sure you better put it in drive, Brian, not neutral. You know where we are. So just driving up the driveway. After the rain and then the fog this morning. So everything's still quite damp. just park, let's call it in the portico, and we've got a bit of work to do today. So the things to do today at the historic property are some whipper snipping, mowing, and things certainly quietened down, but looking at the front as I was driving in, the windmill grass is up, so we need to knock the top off that, the past Balaam's there, and then up the back there's a bit of whipper snipping to be done. And what I'll also do is, as I previewed the other day, up the back there where the laundry is I'm going to actually cut the grapevine and the ivy back. When I say cut it back, I'm going to cut it and then let it die off, and then once it's died and become brittle, I can then pull it off the structure of the building. So we'll just get started. So just a quick check of the portico with the ivy. You can see there, and just moving along where I've chopped it off, and it's dying, and it actually had gone back up onto the ceiling there, so it's dead. I'll rip that off in due course. And then there, the wisteria, I'll have to get back up there and just give that a quick tidy up there as well. But we've got it under control. It's not in under the fascias like it was before, and so it's just maintenance now. So we'll just move around the back. So here we are around the back, everyone, and I've shown it before. I'm not going to do the jasmine today, but what I want to do, as you can see how the ivy's worked its way up, and then obviously worked its way up on the roof, but you can see where the ladder is. Right here, you can see where the runners are coming out. So they're coming out. It's very hard because I'm pretty much looking straight into the sun here. Might get a bit closer. The runners are coming out and up, so I want to cut these runners off, and then all that to our right will die off. So I've just got to get in the right position because it's very difficult with the sun at the moment. So I'll just come back a bit and then set up for you. So you can see where I've cut it. So there's a good gap there. That's all done. So all of this now will die off and become brittle. And then once it's done that, I'll remove it and that'll start to tidy it up. If you just look up there, you can see that where it's lifted the fascia. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So we'll get that sorted. But that'll be on another video. But I just wanted to do that today to get the process started and get that all dying off. So as you can see, everyone, it's quite rough in there. So I just whipper snip that, and then it gives it a tidy up. And what I don't whipper snip, obviously, I mow. So we'll just move on to the next section. For those of you who don't know, this is what I call the back paddock. So I just finished the whipper snipping off, everybody. I won't give you any more footage of that, and show you once I've finished the whipper snipping very quickly, and then I'll do the mowing, but it's still very, very dewy. So whipper snipping's all done on the back paddock, let's call it, and the back nature strip. So I'll just give you a quick squizzy, and just to show you what I've done. So pretty much anywhere where I can't get the mower, so we're all around those timber edges, around the trees, that tap connection, I guess you'd call it. You can just see around the trees, there's a little dead one there, the clothesline. For a few of my overseas viewers, that's what we call the old Hills Hoist clothesline, and a lot of Australian backyards had them, you know, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe even the 90s. So that's where you put your clothes. So it's been done. You saw me do down there around the poplar type trees, in the middle here where these couple of dead trees are and where the little bird baths used to be. But everything's been done. Down here where the bore pump is, that green thing you can see there, it's all done around the wood pile. So I can get into that little section where with the mower, but not where that bigger stump is to the right. And then just going out the front. And we've seen this before, it's always dry out here, but I'll still run the mower over quickly. So near the gutter's all done, so that's all neat. And then we look down the street, same here, and then along the fence as well. So that's all pretty good. So the circle garden's done, everyone. I'll just do the front bit. I won't video that, and then I'll do a little bit of mowing.